Hello. So welcome today. So I know I've been a little bit silent, but don't worry, it's all to make things better for everybody, make things better for this YouTube channel. All right. So today I'm going to be having the third talk on toxicity, and today I'm going to be talking about taking responsibility for our actions and for our life generally, just taking responsibility. Yeah, so I have some Heineken here with me. I know, why would a girl get Heineken? I got it on offer, 110 baht per piece, so let's get it, people. Anyways. So I think generally in life we should all start taking responsibility for our actions and for the things that we do that cause various changes in our lives. I started Campus in May 2012, and honestly I didn't know what I was doing. But I started by doing BCom, Bachelor of Commerce, at University of Nairobi Lower Kabete campus. And I was supposed to graduate in 2015, so that's like 3 years down the line from 2012, maybe 3.5, because it was 2012 May. And then, but I ended up graduating in 2018 December. So you see, even the way the units were set up, because you see it go parallel to back to back. I was to have finished all my units by 2014 December. And if I would have wanted, I would have managed to also do my project by then. And Kenya ingekuwa imebaki tu ni kungoja results, but mimi nilikuwa na mchezo mingi by then nikiwa campus. Generally tu nilikuwa na mchezo mingi, sikuwa nasoma, and I never used to take responsibility. Nilikuwa tu like, mimi nasoma lakini hizo exams ni ngumu, but I mean university exams have become as ngumu. Honestly, as ngumu. It's just that I never used to like put in so much effort in reading and understanding what it was all about, you know. Another thing is that the reason why nilikawia hivyo kumaliza shule ni kwa sababu I would lie to my parents. I would not be honest about my units. Nilikuwa na fail, and then I would not communicate to them that I failed. So hakuna pesa ya kulipia unit mpya. But some nilikuwa na reduce units. So by the time 2015 nilikuwa inafika, I still had about 9 units. Okay, I had about 12. But somewhere along the line, I ended up doing 3, because I think nilikuwa kwa account ya shule nilikuwa nimebaki na pesa ya kufanya about 3 units, yeah. So nikafanya units 3. So nimebaki na 12. At first, wakati nilikuwa na try to figure out how many units, I was so frustrated. Wow, I took our school bulletin and all the units that one is supposed to do, nikaanza kuhesabu. Zikafika 9. I almost fainted, and that includes it includes the project. So nikangangana. So 2015, what I did is I stopped going to school at Lower Kabete. I started going to Strathmore for CPA. And one of the reasons why nilikuwa nimeenda huko ni kwa sababu the person I was dating at that time alikuwa anashinda madaraka. So I switched schools to follow someone. I was a stalker. Honestly, just it's life. Hizi vitu zifanyika. Hizi ni vitu normal. Hizi ni vitu za kawaida. So mimi nikahama shule, nikaenda kufanya CPA at Strathmore. Nika pass unit moja. I think I passed the entrepreneurship paper, but nika fail FA and law. So nikarudi okay, I didn't go back to class. Or did I? I don't think I did, but I had notes. I had like really good notes. But Strathmore is a really good school um, to go to for like, cause kama ya CPA or law. I agree. Okay, PA UON is good, but UON doesn't offer CPA. UON has law. So nikaenda Strathmore, nikafanya CPA. By the time, this was probably in 2015. By the 2015, I was going through so much. Hey, nilikuanga na, I was so psychologically not okay. I was crazy. I was going crazy, baby. I was going mad. Yeah, I was. So I've even visited, like, you know, a home where there's mad people, and it made me so nervous. I was so nervous because I was like, man, I would have been one of these people. Honestly, I would have. Yeah, I would have. And it was just all in my mind. I was just driving myself crazy. Seriously. Okay, yes, the relationship was hard, but I don't think I should have let it get me to that point of going crazy, you know. It was all in my mind. So, around 2016 is March even, is when I figured, okay, because I talked to this guy. I asked him, hey, kweli kunaendaje? Are we still dating? What's happening between you and I? And he said, we're not back together, we can just be friends. And I was just like, I can't do friends. Like, it's too much. Honestly, there's too much emotional attachment for me to just be your friend. So I just told him, you know what? I think from that day, I just stopped contacting him. I just stopped talking to him. I think he called me like once ever since, and we've never like spoken again. Maybe I've met his friends or whatever, but him, I've never seen him from ever since then. So I would skip class ndo niende nikaone mtu. Alafu sasa nimefika 2015 imeisha. So my dad was like, oh, so what are your plans for graduation? I just looked him straight in the eye and I just told him, you know what, I'm not graduating. He was so angry. He was like, and you know the worst thing is that hanginigonga, haezi nichapa, he can't do anything. Like, he can't touch me. He was so furious. He yelled at me. He yelled and yelled. He yelled at me. So in 2016, I still did not, okay, I lied to them, nikamwambia units tatu pekee and nitazifanya in. That's how I got to do the 3 units. Yes, because I had 12. By 2015, I had 12. So I told him it's only 3 units. Yes, that's how I got the money. I remember very well. So akalipa hizo units tatu. So nikafanya, alafu sasa zimebaki 9. All this time I'm telling myself, nitachangisha hii pesa, alafu nilipe. Uchangisha unachangisha wapi? How the hell do you changisha pesa for units 9 and you have no job? The allowance you're being given is not even enough to sustain yourself. As in, yani una struggle, yani ni struggle, alafu tena unaona ni kama unaweza tilipia units. Honestly, girl, you need to get it together. So, nikanini, 2016 nikapata a good boyfriend who encouraged, nikamwambia, honestly, I have something to tell you. Nikamwambia, nimebaki na 9 units na sijui vile nitaambia wazazi wangu. Akaniambia enda tu uambie and history itaisha. So, nikaenda nikawaambia. My dad was like, I'm not paying for any more units. You lied, you're a liar, Wow, my mom was so angry, she slapped me, as in it was so intense, I'm telling you. And you see, all this was happening just because I did not take responsibility. I did not take responsibility for my actions. And that's where it got me. It got me to wars with my parents. Wars which I could have avoided if I would have just been honest and told them, you know what, me fail exam. Just give me money to pay for the retake, you know? It's just that simple. So, I convinced my dad. I just told him, just trust in me this one last time, and I'll like finish the units. So nikaanza kwenda shule, nikangangana. Anytime I would feel like I don't want to go to school, I would talk to my boyfriend and I'd be like, no, you have to go to school, just go to school. So every day I would wake up, I would go to school, so the first, I went, find out the amount of money that I need to pay for the 9 units. So nikaenda, calculate, nikaambia babangu, this is how much you need to deposit into the account. So he went himself and deposited the money, alafu, because he didn't trust me. Alikuwa anaona ni kama akinipea pesa nilikuwa naenda kukula, but this J kula pesa yangu ya campus. Alikuwa ananipea and ana deposit. The thing is, I would not tell him that nimefail exam. So nikifail exam, instead of kumwambia ile pesa yenye imedepositiwa, I do a retake. So you see, there's 1 unit that's still pending. So that's how I ended up with like 9 extra units. We had to do 46 units. Yeah, so 9. So ideally, that's how I ended up with 12 units. Nilikuwa nimepass 34. Yeah, but then mimi na vitabu ni kama atuingianangi. Anyway, kwanza vitabu za 844. Ooh, child. So nikaenda nikamaliza, nikafanya mpaka project. During the project I was the group leader. So the first time tumekutana nao watu wanaanza kuniambia mimi niko na job, mimi niko na niambia tu, honestly you guys, I will be sending you the parts that you're supposed to do wherever you are. You have to do them and send them. So everyone had to do. Hakuna hata mimi niko job, hata mimi niko na vitu zangu za kufanya. Hata mimi I'm busy too, bitch. Just because I don't have a job, honestly, I'm busy too. But I had to ikabidi tu I take the mantle to be the group leader. This sweet group leader got an A. Yeah, I got an A in my project. I didn't get an A in all my other units. Like I think we got an A in another one. Like one other unit is doing it for the first year. But project I got an A. I don't know what the other group members got, but probably they also got A's. I don't know. We hope so. So I used to send them their parts like this. You have to do chapter this. And Natuma, they submit to me, and then I had to compile. And then I would be the one meeting our lecturer. And every time we would meet, she would be like, where are the other group members? And I'm just like, well, they're supposed to be here. And so, honestly, you guys, the lecturer keeps asking for you. Like, every time we can meet, and anauliza mko wapi, so you guys have to come. Actually, it may happen once. Like, honestly, you guys, the lecturer was asking for you, blah, blah, blah. But nobody bothered. See what talk a job? Okay. But there was this guy, he was in Kisumu, but he helped, like he did a lot of work. And then there was a time in Kafika and my mom was helping us edit the whole document and just helping us make it make sense. So alikuwa anapigia mtu anamuuliza data iko hivi because my mom understands hizo vitu za data na nini. So she would call him and amuliza, data inasema hivi. So is this the correct conclusion? And then they had like a whole discussion, and then me and my mom would like do a lot of editing, table of contents. The lecturer, our supervisor, was very specific on what she requires of us. So we did everything, like I tried to do everything as specifically, like as she would have wanted it. And then to get a defend project, at least that day everyone was there. There was this guy, he literally did not participate in nothing. At least most of us tulikuwa na majibu. Kuna mwenye aliambiwa amefanya an outstanding job because I understand the project very well. Mimi nikaulizwa, do you even understand what you are doing? Mimi nikasema yes, and I defended myself, like I defended my answers. Yeah, and that's how I ended up getting an A, baby. So you see, after I took responsibility for my actions, I was able to finish school. I was able to do so much. I was able to at least get an internship, get a job, and maybe things are not like 100% great, but at least there's some little foundation and some little progress that has gone on in my life just because I decided to take responsibility for my actions. I did not proceed with CPA because I came to realize I am not an accountant, honestly. But one thing my mom always tells me is that even if you decide to do marketing or advertising or whatever it is that you want to do, everything requires commitment. Everything requires for you to give it 100% of you and your time. Everything requires for you to understand exactly what you're doing. You can't just go blind. You can't just assume just because ni masomo I apply in real life. But it really does. There are things that I learned back when I was doing Bachelor of Commerce that have really helped me, whether it be academic or on the streets, baby. There was a lot that I learned. I met so many friends. I grew up, and that's just what life is all about, just growth, just understanding that it's not necessarily about what you want to do, but it's about what you should be doing to get your life in order. It's not about luxury, it's not about sleeping around, it's about taking the necessary steps that are required to improve your life, and then resting afterwards. After you make the effort, after you do the work, after you put in everything that you've got, now you can say, I think I'm satisfied and I can just take a nap today. But I don't think it should be like, let me nap so that when I wake up, this is how I think, this is how I used to think, like, acha nilale, alafu nikiamka nianze kufikiria. It's think when you're strained and you just want to do better, just think your time, and then make the effort, and then later on you can just take a rest and sleep and say congratulations, give yourself a pat on the back. But you can't sleep too much because tomorrow is still there, and it still requires for you to get up and take a chance and take responsibility for your actions. So let's all take responsibility. When you know you're wrong, just apologize and do what is necessary to make it right. If you're not doing what is right, just get it together. There's so many things that in my life I wish I can like stop, or things I wish I could just apologize for, and I know if I do, things are gonna be better. And if I just decide to just if you decide to throw a bitch fit because somebody is telling you that you're wrong, then you're not doing yourself justice, you're not doing yourself any favor, you're just making things worse, and it's not worth it. It really isn't. And it's always about how you react. It's always about what comes from your heart. It's always about what you're thinking. It's always about your output. It's not about what the other person is doing or saying. It's about how you react to the person. So if the person is being unfavorable to you and you behave in an unfavorable way to this person, then what are you gaining exactly? What exactly is going to be of benefit if you are mean to somebody who is mean to you? Probably sometimes we get all emotional and we want to revenge, and it's normal for a human to feel the urge to revenge, but I don't think it's worth it. Like lately I've just been feeling like it's not worth it. All the fights, the arguments, the disagreements, wherever it is in my life, regardless of whether it's with my family, at work, with friends, the disagreements, they're so petty, like vitu ndogo ndogo zenye zinaweza kuwa resolved if we could just start to take responsibility for our actions. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you want to defend your actions, it's okay, fine. But if you're wrong, and just admit it, and just start to look for ways to resolve that and look for ways to do better in your life. That's just what it's all about, man. And that's how people live. That's just, it is what it is. It's about you. It's about what you are doing. It's not about the other person. It's not about, hey, mabishte zangu wanafanyanga hivi, so wacha mimi nifanye. It's not about that. It's about what are you doing? What do you need to make your life better? What do you need to do so that your life can be on the level that you want it to be? you know. So start taking responsibility for your actions, for your life, for what you think, for the people that you entertain, for the people that you allow into your life, for the things that you allow into your life, for everything that goes on in your life. Start taking responsibility, because if you don't, you're going to have a really huge problem. Things are going to be falling apart left, right, and center, and it's not going to be worth it. You know, it really is not. So get it together, people. Get it together. I just had a wonderful time talking to you guys, and I just hope you enjoyed the video. I am asking you to kindly subscribe, like, share, give me a shout out on Instagram. Tell me what you need to know, tell me what you need me to talk about, give me ideas, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. I want this to become a full-time job one day, so just please get it. Let's get this bag together. You know, just help me out, guys. You know, help me, you know. Share, comment, subscribe, and like this video. Give it a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell, because we're gonna be doing a lot more. Enjoy your week. Mwah.